Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a requested video which is my recommendations for good office work perfumes. If you're new here, then welcome to my perfume channel. If you're a perfume fan like me, do subscribe. I have new perfume content up every week and I love doing your requested videos as well. So when I say like work or office perfumes, what I'm thinking is people, like I would want something relatively neutral, not overly sweet or spicy, something that's like not gonna divide opinion, and something that's not overly strong either. I'd want something sophisticated, like feminine but not like too girly, and I would want something like classy and professional, I guess. So that's how I've picked these perfume recommendations. Obviously everyone's job is different and there's no one size fits all, but these are the perfumes I've put together that sort of fit that description. So first on the list, and definitely my number one recommendation, is Narciso Rodriguez for her. I love these perfumes. There's an eau de toilette and an eau de parfum. They're both really good for lasting. It doesn't really matter which one you get. So get the eau de toilette because it's cheaper, I guess. They are a beautiful feminine musk. I know when people think of musk, they can think of like musty old smells. That's not what this smells like at all. It's like a clean, fresh musk, but it's really lovely for lasting. I know so many people that do wear this in the office and I always notice it, and I just think it's perfect because there's some little bit of like floral osmanthus, orange flower I think in here, some patchouli to help it last, and a wee bit of like bergamot in that initial spray. But basically it's all about that like feminine musk, and it just makes like a clean, professional, lovely fragrance. I think this would be perfect for like a doctor or someone that's going to be getting quite close to people, because it's just lovely and female but not sweet or anything. It's just, it's hard to describe because like how do you describe musk, but basically you have to try this, and it's really good value for money because it really does last good, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours I'd say, and the ciliage is like not overly overbearing, but it is quite good. So next, for people that want something a little bit floral, I'd recommend Chloe Eau de Parfum or Eau de Toilette, because these have a lovely fresh peony and rose scent to them. So you're getting that floral, more feminine than Narciso, but at the same time it's not like hyper floral like a Gucci Bloom. It's just like a fresh, especially that peony is very neutral and inoffensive floral. There's also some lychee and some freesia which helps again sort of make it like a freshness. So this is definitely like quite a pretty one. If you want something that's more floral and pretty and feminine, then the Chloe ones would be a really good way forward. Next recommendation is Omnia Crystalline from Bulgari. So these Bulgari fragrances in the Omnia range come in these cool little bottles, and they kind of remind me of like seashells or something. And the crystalline one has been around for quite a long time. I think it's probably the best seller in the range, and it's basically like lotus tea, like think like almost like exotic but then very fresh. Like when you walk out in a very hot part of the world, you walk out at like daybreak, so it doesn't feel hot, it feels like fresh, and you can smell all the flowers around you and you can hear like the dawn chorus, and that's what this reminds me of. There's bamboo in here as well, which works really well with that tea, and then pear as well, which really complements the lotus notes, lotus flower. And then there's also like a musky heart as well, so it's quite neutral. Like lotus flower is more of a green than a floral scent, I'd say, and you know that bamboo and tea again like very green, but it's like a woody tropical green, and it just feels really refreshing, classy, a very like sophisticated sparkling fragrance. Another good one for work is Chanel Chance. Now the only thing with Chanel is that they're of course really quite expensive, so maybe you could go for the eau de toilette rather than the eau de parfum. But Chanel Chance is essentially patchouli, jasmine and musk, so it has a very distinct smell to it. The jasmine really does come through. Again, it's quite neutral, doesn't feel petally or florally. It is relatively good for lasting, considering that it is a quite light perfume. It is good for lasting, and again, it's just like simple, inoffensive, feminine, kind of pretty, and then you've got all the Chanel Chance like flankers. I've done a whole video on all the different flankers actually, so I'll leave it in the cards and link down below, but some quite good options from Chanel Chance. If you do want a Chanel perfume at work, then that's probably the one I'd recommend. Next is Ange Demon Le Secret from Givenchy. This is probably not as well known as I think it should be. I think this is a really good perfume. I've had a couple from this range in the past, and basically this is, again, it's like tea, so it has that neutral tea leaf, but there's some cranberry and some lemons to make it a little bit more feminine, but it's not fruity, it's just almost slightly fruity, and then a good amount of that like fresh peony, lovely, like pretty floral. But to me this smells almost aquatic, like almost watery. It's very unusual. There aren't really any other perfumes that smell like Le Secret. It's clean, it's fresh, it smells like what I imagine like air would smell like if it had a smell, if that makes sense. And this is why I think it's good for work, because it's not like really one way or the other. It's not sweet, it's not floral, it's just like fresh and neutral, but still feminine and sophisticated. The bottle's obviously really cool as well, and it's a bit different. Like I bet no one else in the office would be wearing this, so and you can usually get it for quite good price as well. So my next recommendation is YSL Le Parfum. This is a beautiful, sparkling, feminine fragrance. It's African orange flower, jasmine and honey with patchouli and rose sort of base heart, like really feminine. Reminds me a bit of Coco Mademoiselle. I love this perfume. It's one of my favorite sort of top 5 perfumes, and it's just so classy, and I can imagine this being worn by a sort of strong lady at work who's still sort of pretty and feminine, sort of like a Michelle Obama or someone, like someone who's not afraid to be feminine but is in a position of quite powerful. So yeah, I really like it. I love spraying this like on scarves in the winter, but in the summer it's also pretty, and there's a lovely rose version as well. So yeah, really nice, feminine, sophisticated, classy fragrance. And then last on my list is Giorgio Armani C. So this is cassis and vanilla. Again, this is one of my favorite fragrances. If you want something that with a little bit more body, a little bit more of that vanilla that's in a lot of perfumes, then this is a good option for you. It's a very typical modern perfume, but what I really like about this is its sillage and its way it lasts. So whenever I wear this, I always get complimented on it. I'll walk into a room and people will be like, oh, what perfume are you wearing? It lasts really well, like really well complimented perfume, and it's not sweet vanilla. It's like almost like a chypre, womanly vanilla. There's patchouli and rose in there again, so along the lines of YSL, but just with a bit more of a vanilla-y-ness to it. I really like this. I wear this often for work, and yeah, again, just a really classy smell. So that's the rundown of my list. As always, I'll link all the products down below so you can check them out, and I always try and get you the best price I can in the links, save you some time. And also, actually, I am now putting US and UK links down below, because my US viewers have been requesting this, so I'm doing it. Hello, America. So you let me know if you wear any of these, what you would recommend for work in the comments below. I'd love to know what you guys think, and I hope this is helpful for you in terms of choosing your office work perfume. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.